In this video, we're going to look at another foundation of trick dog training. We're going to look at the foundational behavior of taking and holding an object, or the beginnings of a retrieve. Now, to do that, you're going to need an object to teach the retrieve with. There's many things you could use. You have your standard obedience dumbbell, would be a great choice. Or you could use a toy dumbbell of some sort. Piece of PVC pipe with ends on it. This is a bully stick. Now, my dog isn't crazy about bully sticks, and this one is kind of old and dried up and not that appealing anyway. Your dog might love bully sticks. But if you have a dog that's not a natural retriever, that's not accustomed to taking things into their mouth, it helps to start off with something a little easier. And so I've got a bully stick here. You might try some sort of a rawhide that's like this as well. You could use a small wooden dowel. As far as using something like this, you don't want them to actually try to eat it. So you're giving them something that's a little more natural to put in their mouth than a piece of wood or a piece of metal, but not something that's so appealing that as soon as you get it in front of their nose, they're going to want to eat it. So I think the bully stick is great for that. Since she learned on this, I'm going to use a plastic spoon instead, and we'll see how that works. So what we're going to do here is shape the take and hold an object. And to do that, we want to break it down into steps. The first step would be the dog just looking at or touching, showing any interest at all in the object that you're presenting. And then you'd move from that to the dog either pawing at the object or touching the object with their nose. And you just keep progressing until the dog actually had it in their mouth and holding it. And you're going to want to do this over more than one session. It should take you several sessions before a dog that isn't accustomed to retrieving will actually have it in his mouth holding it. So I'm going to get in front of the dog, kind of down on her level, and hold the object out and just wait for her to do something. Now she's touching it, and she's even putting her teeth on it at this point. And I'm not waiting to click to see if she'll get it in her mouth. As soon as she interacts with it, I'm going to go ahead and click. When the dog is reliable at going up to the object, then you can start to raise the criteria a little bit, and you would wait at that point for her to put her mouth on it like she's doing right now. And so several successful repetitions of that, and we could move a little further. So now she's putting it in her mouth, but she's not gripping down on it. And so we want several repetitions of her actually getting it in her mouth. And the end goal here is that she's going to have it in her mouth, back toward her back teeth, just resting with a firm grip on those teeth. So now I'm clicking her for getting it in her mouth and gripping down in that area. And once she's reliably doing that, then we could even start working on the hold a little bit. And the way that we're doing that is we're just delaying the click. So she's got it in her mouth, and you're just waiting half second to a second or so at first. And as she learns that that's what you're doing, you wait a little longer. You just keep delaying the click just about a second at the time to add a little bit of duration to that. Now eventually you're going to want her to have a tight enough grip on it that you can actually kind of move it around in her mouth and her not let go of it. The idea is that she's going to hold it until you ask her to give it back to you. And once she's reliably taking it, you can start to add the cue. Take. Good. Take. 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 Now once you've done that for a while and built some duration, then you want the dog to be able to hold the object with a little bit of distraction. Sit. Take. Sit. Shake. Wait. Take. Wait. Wait. Take. Good. So once you've taught your dog to take and hold an object, there's a lot of applications for that. Acting work, your dog can hold a sign, they can hold a prop. Of course, service dog work, your dog can, you could teach your dog to get a soda from the fridge, you could teach your dog to pick up papers for you, to do any number of things. Here's just a few little things that you could do. Your dog can learn some practical skills to give themselves a job around the house. Say, before your dog goes out, they need to get their leash. Cara, where's your leash? Get your leash. Leash. And if you're anything like me, you might have a hard time keeping track of your keys. So you could have your dog do that for you. Cara, where's my keys? Where are my car keys? Good girl. And you could teach your dog to get your groceries. Cara, where's the groceries? Get the groceries. Achoo! Achoo! And another thing that you can do with your take is teach your dog to discern object names. Now, you saw her discern the name of several objects that were sitting around the room right here. Hey, Cara, where's Elephant? Good girl. Give. Good. Off. Take car. Honk honk. So those are just a few of the things that you can do with your take and hold. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, and if you want to learn more about Trick Dog training and the Trick Dog titling program, go to domorewithyourdog.com. Thank you. This way.